Hey y'all, Martha here. I am enjoying some summer vacation and I thought this would be a really good time to talk about some side hustles as a teacher that I've done because I don't get paid during the summer. Yep. So the school system that I work for is a private school and we just get paid during our contract teaching year. So that means that during the summer months, thankfully it's just 2 months. I mean, I guess thankfully I'd love 3 or 4 months summer break, but um during those 2 months of the summer, I don't get paid. So I am the queen of a side hustle, but I've never been like one of those big gurus who's going to be on YouTube that's like, do this and you're going to make $5 gazillion a month. But let me tell you, back in 2018, 2019, and 2020, I did make a combined total of about $35,000 in a side hustle. So stay tuned and I'll talk about that, but also how I no longer have that side hustle and what I'm going to do. Side hustles as a teacher are super important for a lot of us. And let me tell you the story about how my $35,000 side hustle got shut down, got canceled, is zip, no longer, nada. So back in 2018, I started an Etsy side hustle of designing SVGs and PNG files. So this is just like designs that people can purchase. Most of the time they're using it to make shirts or things like that. I mean, I really don't care what they use it for, but it's just designs, digital downloads. So it was an amazing way to have like a residual passive income where, I mean, you say passive, I was adding things to my shop constantly, but it wasn't something that I had to do certain hours, yada, yada, yada. And I was making good money. The first year I started it in August of, why did I say August like that? August of 2018. And I made about $6,000 from August to December, which I thought was amazing. It was 2019, I made $20,000. I remember that number, $20,000. So $20,000 selling digital products on Etsy. And then 2020 rolls around and I'm still doing good here. When a lot of the world is in panic and disarray because of the panini, I am making good money. I made about $12,000 up until September. What happened in September? Well, I'm so glad you asked. September, I got COVID. Great. Okay. Feel like I'm dying. It was rough. And then I get this notification at the end of my COVID recovery from Etsy. Now, let me tell you a little bit about Etsy in case you don't know. Etsy does not care. Etsy doesn't care as long as they're making money. So they also do want to protect themselves from any legal shenanigans. So they have a copyright strike system, kind of like YouTube does, where if you use copyright material, so if you make any sort of copyright infringement, you can get strikes. They don't call them strikes in Etsy, but you will get a notification that, hey, your listing has to be taken down because maybe it has Disney in it. So that first year that I was designing, I wasn't really super aware that they were that strict. And I did do some copyright infringement things, mainly like Alabama Roll Tide, or Tennessee Vols stuff, and got copyright infringements for that. And I remember once I got an email saying, you can't do this much longer or your shop will be shut down. I was like, oh, I'm going to be super careful. So I was. I didn't do Disney characters. I didn't do anything. Most of my designs were like super generic, like Go Wildcats or Mama's Got a Mama, things like that. Well, okay, so fast forward, 2020, got COVID. I get a notification from Etsy saying that my shop has been suspended because of a copyright infringement for a design that said Go Frogs. Frogs. So apparently, won't even say their name. I don't even want to say their name. There is a college in the United States that has a mascot of a frog, and apparently they have it copyrighted, the phrase Go Frogs. Look, I got a phone call right at the climax of that story. My shop was shut down because of Go Stinking Frogs. I was panicked. I mean, here I am having COVID, knowing that this side hustle that I had that was trending, making about $2,000 a month of generally passive income is gone. Done. No more. So you think, well, I'm sure they'll let you, have it back. No. I finally was able to talk to an Etsy representative and they did, of course, an appeal process. But apparently once you're done, you're done. And they like to track sellers. So if you try to restart a shop and they catch that it's you again, it's going to get shut down again. So I was up a creek without a paddle. And thankfully, my husband was able to do a few things on the side. He started driving Uber. But it was devastating because this was a job that I could do from the comfort of my own home in my spare time, especially during COVID time. I hate Etsy for that. So I did, to be honest, transparency, I did start up another covert Etsy shop. Okay, I think I used my husband's name, yada, yada, yada. But it did gain some traction. Okay, so 2021, 2022, it brought in a few $100s a month. I would say maybe $400 or $500 a month. This year, I'm losing money because you have to pay relisting fees. Like if Etsy, one of your designs expires, I think it's 3 months, and then to relist it's like 15 cents a design. Well, I had like almost 1,000 designs up there, so I was relisting these designs automatically, renewing them is what they call it, I guess, and nobody's buying them. So I am trying to add a few new designs to it, but it's just, I'm not sure if the market has changed, if it's become oversaturated or what. But Etsy is dead for me. Y'all, stuff's expensive these days. So I'm really trying to find another side hustle that I can do on top of my a gazillion real full-time jobs. And I came across all of these ads on Instagram Reels that say, review Amazon products that you already have and make a gazillion dollars. Well, I'm not dumb. I know that most of the time these side hustles are not going to net you a ton of money. And if it sounds too good to be true, usually it is. So I did some research into this Amazon influencer program. Now, at first, that name makes it sound like, oh, you have to be an influencer with a ton of people following you and you're going to have to try to sell products. And I was like, no, I don't want to do that. So I checked into it though, and that's not what it has to be. That is a component. But they also have a component of it to where you can get on-site commissions, meaning you make short videos and Amazon posts them on that product of whatever you're reviewing. Okay, so you're not having to send your followers to anything. Literally, if somebody clicks on your video while they're trying to shop on Amazon and then they purchase something, you get commissions off of that. So I'm thinking this sounds good, right? Okay, so in order to do it, you have to be approved in a two-step process. First of all, you have to apply with one of your social media accounts. So YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, or Facebook. And when I did that, I was immediately approved, which I think is because I use my photography account. And I do have over 4,000 followers on Instagram. But what I've heard is that it's really not the followers, the account that matters for getting approved for this program. It is your engagement. So I do have a pretty good engagement rate for my photography account. So I got approved immediately, and this was 2 days ago. So y'all, this journey, I'm telling you, you're going to follow me along on this journey. Now, so the next step is for me to make 3 videos, sample videos, if you will, and Amazon then has to approve those. Okay. So I have made those videos. I've got to edit them and then post them. The great thing about it is like, it doesn't have to be like YouTube quality. Okay. This is not long form content. These videos can be 30 seconds, a minute and a half, and they don't have to be highly produced or edited or anything like that. So I'm really excited because you could whip these out very quickly. I think. I could be wrong. I'm also worried about if I'm seeing these ads all over Instagram for this program, how many other people are seeing them and how saturated is the market going to get again? That's always my worry with passive income, is that when that market is oversaturated or the platform becomes obsolete, which I don't think is going to happen with Amazon, but we're going to see. So I want y'all to follow me along in this journey. Now, I'm going to submit these 3 videos today for Amazon to approve. I've heard that it can take, well, it's supposed to take 7 to 10 business days. Okay. But people have said that it takes a lot longer. So I am crossing my fingers and toes that it doesn't. Apparently you get 3 chances. If they don't approve my videos for some reason because I did something wrong, I said something wrong, I made a medical claim that I wasn't supposed to, then I get 3 more chances. I'm going to say that I am going to get approved. And I'm going to go ahead and start making videos right now and have a backlog of them so that when I do get approved, I can start posting them on Amazon. So if you are a teacher, do you have a side hustle? If you do, let me know, unless you're trying to keep it a secret, gatekeep and all that stuff, because you don't want us all to come and steal your side hustle or flood the market. I get that. I get a total respect. But if you have a side hustle that you like, some of the ones that I've done, just so you know, I have tutored, which I'm still open to doing that. I really enjoy teaching large classes. That's just where I get my joy, but it's not like I won't tutor, you know? So I've tutored, I've had Etsy stores. I am a photographer and I'm a successful photographer. But the seasons are very unpredictable. And also that market is very flooded as well. But I have been a photographer for almost 18 years now. That makes me sound super old, but I am a photographer. And I have done freelance graphic design, which is why I kind of got into the Etsy business. Because I've done logo designs and things like that. And I've contemplated doing Fiverr, but I've dabbled in some drop shipping before. That was a mess. I don't ever want to do that again. Did I mention teachers pay teachers? Yeah, I think I did. Oh, and I have some of my SVG designs uploaded to Amazon for Amazon print on demand. And I haven't uploaded one to there in like over a year, but I still do get a residual income of, I'm trying to think, the last paycheck I got from that was like $60. And that's per month. So, I mean, every little bit that trickles in helps. Whew. So follow me along. We'll see. I'm going to update you as soon as I get any sort of notification from Amazon on whether my videos have been accepted or not accepted or anything like that. And I'll let you know how this little side hustle for a teacher or anybody else who needs a side hustle is going. Make sure to subscribe so you can follow along, of course. I mean, you're smart enough. I don't have to tell you that. Bye, y'all.